Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to share with you 6 easy steps on how to grow your dog's Instagram account. Trust me, if you're going to grow any Instagram account, a dog Instagram is by far the easiest. Everybody loves dogs. Instagram algorithm pairs you with other dog accounts, other similar breeds and similar accounts. You're pretty much being set up for success. So let's just dive right in and start growing your Instagram. For me, I've been working on my Instagram for a little under a year and I'm already almost at 5,000 followers. I know you're probably thinking that's really not that much. But when Instagram doesn't come naturally for you and you have to work very hard at it, it's a huge milestone for me. So I wanted to share with you guys how I got there. I'm a list-oriented person. So what I've done is I've come up with 6 easy steps for you guys to check off your list every single day to make sure that you are staying consistent with your Instagram and confirm that you will grow. Because all that Instagram is consistency and basically showing up, doing what you need to do every single day, same time of the day. You've heard it all. I'm sure this is not your first Instagram video that you've watched. So if you've gone through endless amount of tutorials on how to grow your Instagram and you are fed up and you're not seeing growth, stick with me because at the end of this video I have a surprise for you and it will help you grow your Instagram way faster, I promise. So let's dive right in. I don't know why I'm using this as a pointer. I feel like a teacher. Step number 1 is you have to find the right people. And what I mean by this is targeting specific locations, specific interests. So a couple different ways you can do this. 1, look at the location on Instagram. So you can type in, for example, I live in Vancouver, BC, and start following everybody in that niche. Since we're talking about dogs today, you can do things like searching the local dog parks. So Kitsilano Off-Leash Dog Park or Olympic Village. There's an endless amount of dog parks in Vancouver. Search it in the location, start scrolling through either the top posts or the most recent posts. The difference would be the ones that have the most engagement or the most popular, and the recents would be the ones that have been posted most recently. Duh. Some other things you can do is search by hashtag. So for example, Vancouver dogs, Van City dogs, dogs of Vancouver. Start again, go through, and then you'll be able to find accounts that way through the hashtags. And the third way is going to other accounts, like-minded accounts. For me, it would be other dog photographers, going through their followers and following them. Which brings me to step number 2. You've heard it a million times, engagement. That's all that Instagram is about. It is a social platform. So you have to engage, even if you're an introvert like me and don't really want to. And the easiest way to do this is the sequence of LCF, like, comment, follow. In that order on people's accounts, then when they see their notifications, they'll see in their notification page. This is the best way to do it because when people see that notification, it's not just one like with your account. Obviously, you go into your Instagram, you're not just looking through every account that liked your picture, but if you see an account that has liked, comment, and followed your page, you are more likely to go check out that page and possibly follow them back. So that's the best way to basically get in front of other people. You should be following 50 people per day and unfollowing 50 people per day so that your ratio stays the same, because it doesn't really matter if you're at a low follower count, but once you get up there, you don't want to be following accounts that are following 4,000 people and they only have 2,000 followers. That means only 50% of the people that they follow like their page, which is not very good. Another great option is sliding into those DMs. Wow, I hate myself for even saying that, but it's true, because when you are in people's direct messages and you're directly having conversations with them on a personal basis, you end up on their homepage or you end up in their stories at the top. So like the top 5 stories that show up right off the bat, you're gonna start to show up there, which means you're gonna get in front of them more often and they're going to start thinking about you more often. And it's really nuts. Because if you really think about it, if you go to your own homepage, you see the same 5-10 accounts just over and over again, maybe 20 max, depending on how deep you scroll. But every single time I go onto any of my Instagrams, it's the same people over and over again. And it's probably because I've messaged them before or they've messaged me, something along those lines. Instagram pairs you together and it only lets you look at people that you've already had connections with. So anyways, engagement is the most important, obviously. Which brings me to the reason why I'm making this video. I've come up with a checklist for you guys. That is the present that I was saving for the end, but I'm just gonna put it out there now. It is a PDF checklist. So you can download this on your own just with your email address, and then you will have a Instagram checklist to make sure that you are hitting that proper amount of engagement per day, because that's the hardest part. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I never want to be on my phone. So following those 100 people per day, making those 10 comments per day was really hard for me, because I would get on there, I would start scrolling, distracted, right, Sue? Start looking through stories, and I actually haven't done any engagement. I've only creeped. So like I said, you want to be following 50 accounts per day, unfollowing 50 accounts per day, 10 comments per day on other people's accounts, and basically any person that you follow or comment on their picture, like the picture as well. That's the easiest part. You just want to throw out as many likes as you possibly can. They don't really do too much, but a double tap does not take that much of your time. I also try to start at least 3 conversations in direct message per day, because like I said, it helps with your engagement so much. That's worth it. Tip number 3 is post regularly. Nobody wants to follow an account that they only see their picture once a month. You're not gonna remember it, you're not gonna show up on anybody's feeds, you're not gonna show up on the discovery page. It's pretty much a waste of your time if you're not at least posting a couple times a week. A lot of people say post 1 to 3 times a day. I did try that. I tried posting 3 times a day. I ended up just getting frustrated, not posting at all. So really, what is the point? Posting once a day is a realistic goal. You can hit it. You can do it at the same time every day, or you can mix up your times to start playing with the analytics and see what time is going to be best for your Instagram account, or just make your life so much easier and Google it. And step number 4 is plan your social media. There's a lot of different apps out there, a lot of free ones as well. I use Later Media. I think it is the best because you can go in, preview your Instagram account and place the photos where you want them so that your Instagram homepage grid is looking nice, because even though we all tell ourselves it doesn't matter, it does. You go to people's Instagram accounts, and if your first initial thought is that the page is visibly appealing, you're more likely to scroll, you're more likely to follow. That is just the fact of the matter. It sucks, but it's worth it, and it doesn't take that much time. Also, planning your social media just makes your life so much easier. So much easier. Not having to decide what you want to post, decide what you want to say, add the hashtags every single day saves so much time. And whether you're running a dog Instagram account just for your own dog or for a business, it doesn't really matter. It's just going to be way more worth your time engaging on Instagram than it is to be spending your time making captions and making those hashtags, posting the picture every single day. So if you use a site like Later Media, then you can go in, plan your photos for the week or 2 weeks ahead, make the captions, make the hashtags, and then just go in and manually post it every day with 2 clicks of a button. Or you can even set it to automatic, and then the website will post it for you, which is even better. The downfall to that is that you can only do that with 1 photo, no carousels or videos, which I think is so dumb, but whatever. And step number 5 is find the right hashtags. Hashtags. I frackin' hate hashtags. Okay guys, I have watched so many videos on hashtags, and I've done all the different types of analytics that you can do for hashtags, but it really comes down to the fact that there are no analytics on Instagram for each individual hashtag. So how do you really know which one's working for you and which one is not? It's a real pain in the ass, but it's still worth it. And I'll tell you guys, this is what I do. Make your life so much easier. Go onto a website, it's called Flick. I'll leave the link down below. Okay, so Flick is great because basically you can go in, it's a 7-day free trial, which is, you only need a day, an hour maybe. Go in and find all the hashtags that you need for the next month to 2 months. So you go in, you type in one hashtag that you may use, for example, dogs of Vancouver, and then Flick will come up a list of other hashtags that are similar or that may work well for you. And you can pick and choose, add them to a clipboard, and each hashtag will tell you the competition score as well as the potential reach score. So obviously you want a low competition score and a high potential reach, because what this means is that you will have a higher likelihood of ending up on the top Instagram page instead of the most recent, which is what we talked about earlier, or also on the discovery page. So you go in, you add your top 30 hashtags or more. I actually went in and I did about 120. I split it up into 4 groups of 30 hashtags, and then I just copy and paste over and over again for each Instagram post. So like I told you guys, hashtags are a huge pain in the ass, but it's worth it. I actually just went through my analytics today and I had the same group of hashtags get a reach of 16 people to 200 people. You really can't tell, but not putting those hashtags in is limiting you to that extra amount of reach. Whether it's an extra 16 people that seen your post or an extra 200, you really don't want to miss out on that opportunity of people potentially discovering your page for the first time. So that's why it's best to just make it the absolute easiest on yourself and copy and paste. And step number 6 is focus on your stories. I don't know about you, but I've really taken a new turn on how I look at my Instagram, and every single time I do something, I think, would I want to watch that? Like, I like to go on Instagram. I just don't really want to be the person on Instagram. I just want to be the person that goes and creeps. So before I do anything on my own Instagram page, I think to myself, what do I want to see if I was a viewer of my own Instagram? And what I came up with after that mainly was that I enjoy watching stories more than I do scrolling through Instagram now, as most people do, because they're typically videos or, you know, fast pictures that you can scroll through quickly because people's attention spans are small. They just keep getting smaller and smaller as the years go on. So focus on your stories. Post a lot of them, post a couple a day. It doesn't really matter, but there's a bunch of different things that you can do on stories that will reach a higher audience as well. But I think I will get into that on a separate video because stories are a big topic actually, and I could go kind of on and on. I don't want to drag this on too long for you guys. So if you enjoy Instagram, that's great. I'm jealous. Good for you. If you don't and you're like me and you just don't want to be on your phone all day, you like to be in the moment with your dog, with your significant other, download my PDF file and just do your quick checklist. It will take you max 20-30 minutes of a day, and you've done all your engagement that you need to do in that day, and it will just help with your growth. Because I don't know about you, but I just get way more done in a day, whether it's cleaning or social media, or I'm actually at work and I have to do these tasks. Lists are where it's at. If I don't have a list, I'm just sidetrack Sally. And as long as you stay consistent and you continue to do the minimal amount of engagement per day, your account will grow. You just have to remember, this is the most important thing, is be patient. Instagram is not an overnight game. It's actually a really long road. And trust me, you're not the only one that is struggling. Tons and tons of people are just putting in effort every single day and just not seeing growth. And it's so frustrating. But it does happen. You'll get there eventually. And running a dog Instagram account is really great. People love to look at dogs. They're cute. If it's your own dog and you started off as a puppy, people love to watch them grow. You could also use this account for affiliate programs, get free bandanas, bow ties, leashes, dog food. You could even, if you grow really big, start getting paid for your Instagram posts for advertisements. Like, your options are endless. It's actually a great idea. Even though tons of people do it, not a lot of people stick with it. So if you stick with it and you just continue to slowly grow, it could be really beneficial for you and your pup. So like I said, the link is below for my downloadable PDF file. That is your Instagram checklist. It will make it extremely easy for you to just keep track of the amount of engagement that you're doing every single day. Just push forward and accelerate your Instagram growth. Also, all this talk about Instagram, don't forget to go check us out on Instagram because the dogs I photograph are insanely cute. I'm really proud of my work and I want to share it with you guys. So make sure you check us out on Instagram. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button as well as subscribe. And don't forget to hit that little bell icon so that you get a notification for when my next video is up. Good luck on your Instagram journey, friends. Till next week, peace. Jesus! Oh man, oh man. Okay, just kicked the tripod over. Cool beans, cool beans.